Hello. Good morning and Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Good morning.
That just
Good
did not come out.
morning. Welcome to our live. We have a fun show for you as you see all these little question marks. We have a game that we're going to play. We're going to talk about our new seasonal products a little bit more and then just answer a lot of questions that you have. So let's get started. Oh, I don't know what's happening right now.
If you like pina colada, you should put it on your pizza.
Wait, no, that sounds
So
really weird.
Jody. I'm going with Jody. Jody K.
I just remember like waking up that morning and was like,
Ooh, ah.
tell us more.
I said, we can glue them back on. Please let Mama have these. For anybody who loves essential oils, right? Loves learning about essential oils, loves using essential oils in different ways. We want to get to know you a little bit.
I have goosebumps right now, you
Yes.
guys, because it is so exciting.
So
I hope you remember all the things
Welcome
you said
back.
That's okay, I'm here. I'll help you.
Katrina just said, I hope you remember all the things you said 3 years ago. Oh, welcome back. Okay, so how do essential oils work? How have they been used in the past? What is really in bologna? And why is it spelled so funny? That's a good question, actually. We're apparently going to answer all of those questions.
Not all of them.
Not all
I bet
of
not
them.
the bologna one. That's disappointing.
I just don't know the answer.
Hurry, Google search, everyone. Why is bologna spelled so funny?
So dumb. You can say
I
it.
think it's bologna.
Bologna. Well, it's like
Bologna.
kernel, right? Colonel. I mean, there's a few.
That used to trip me out when I was a kid. Like,
Yeah.
what was that cereal that had the kernel on it?
Was it Captain Crunch?
Yes. And I was always like, Colonial Crunch.
I'm learning. We're getting way sidetracked, but I do have. I decided that for a goal this year, I want to become fluent in Spanish.
Oh.
By the way, it's really hard to learn another language, but I finished Spanish 1. I don't know, a week or so ago, and I've started Spanish 2. And my husband speaks Spanish, and so many times I've said to him like, just doesn't make sense. And then I'm like, either does the English language.
Yeah.
I think ours is a
English
little
is
more
way-
nonsensical.
I was gonna say.
Sometimes I'm just like, how does this even make sense? And he's like, I don't know, that's just the way it is. And then I'll be like, oh wait, do you know in the English language we do this? So we get it. We aren't actually going to answer that unless you comment in the
Yeah,
leave
if
a
you
comment
know, tell
why
us.
bologna is spelled so funny. But really, we want to see who's joining us. Oh boy, it's a show today. Welcome.
Ooh, yay.
Ooh,
I'm
lots
so
of
excited
names.
when Restream works.
It's Bologna because that's the city. Oh,
Oh,
There you
well,
go.
sorry, Bologna, Italy. Is that how you say it? I wonder how they pronounce
In
it in
Italian?
Italian. It's not
the
bologna.
No, there's no way. Like the Italian language is so
Bologna.
like phonetic. Like you usually say like every sound that's
Yeah,
in
it's
there.
like-
That's why I
It's
say it's got to be like Bologna. Bologna.
That is so funny.
All right. So
Enough
sorry.
about Bolognas.
We have Alicia says good morning from Michigan. Celeste says good morning from Oregon.
Danny Romero. Number 1 Retha fan checking in. I'm from Twin Falls. Danny, your comments make my day every time.
Pam says good morning from the suburbs of Chicago.
Good morning.
Nora says hi from rainy Florida. Sandy says hello from Vermont.
Vermont?
From Vermont. Dawn says hello from rainy Florida. Rain is my favorite weather.
Rain?
I'm jealous. I love rain.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
It's so beautiful. I think it's beautiful. It sounds beautiful. It makes everything smell beautiful.
I'm
Helps
not
my
sure I want
garden.
rain all the time, but I love a summer afternoon thunderstorm. I
can think of something.
love a summer afternoon thunderstorm.
Yeah.
I can think of something that doesn't smell wonderful after rain.
But that's for after the show. Just kidding.
I just think a dog. Like I could smell a.
Yeah, it's true.
Sorry, I totally
Oh,
ruined
man.
it.
I
Debbie
know. Now
loves
I hate
the rain too. I know, I hate rain.
Well, I'm gonna say
Alicia loves the rain too. It smells so good.
Glad I'm not alone.
There is something refreshing, and just like you, after a good rainstorm, you feel like you can take a deeper breath. That's what I think.
Yeah, and the sound, I love it too because I can hear the train from my house. So when it's raining and I can hear the train, like I just pass out. It's like my happy sound
Oh, I
smell.
love it. I love it.
Speaking of smelly, Allie Dacey's just said, I'm in the middle of my workout, but I'm still listening.
Yay! Man, way to be motivated.
Yes.
Too. Nice job.
Maybe
I feel
if we-
lazy.
We should have little bouncy, just the balls,
that
so
be-
that you guys are
The
bouncing
couch
the whole
is gone
show.
and
Or
it's
the
just
little,
like
you
yoga
know, the
balls.
little hand squeezer things. Oh.
A shake weight.
Love tropical rain. Lang says.
Yeah.
Do we not have any comments anywhere else?
Instagram.
Well,
TikTok.
Instagram, I haven't
Oh,
seen
just
the.
oh, Instagram. Tell us where you're joining from.
Love
Yeah.
the design of that bottle. So beautiful. Oh, I'm guessing
Oh.
it's that one there.
Yeah.
So that was
that is
Graceful
my
Mini.
favorite label. Favorite label. They're all beautiful.
Oh, they are.
But
I
I love that
love
one.
how moody they are.
Mm-hmm.
In like such a like a after rain kind
Yeah.
of mood. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
it's amazing. They are really beautiful. Okay, well, Danny's gonna come back and see if Instagram's commenting.
Berthier's on.
Hi,
Berthier.
Bertie. Bonjour from the faraway office downstairs. Oh, well, thanks for joining, Berthier. Okay, so we have a fun life for everyone today, but we want to
Start off with a game. Is that what we're doing?
I thought we
Let's
were
do
starting off
it.
with friends. No?
Oh, with the PT friend?
Yeah.
We don't have any PT friends.
Guys.
Stephanie
Oh.
did send in a PT friend. So that's a good.
Okay, I thought it was on the outline, so I apologize. Okay,
It
so
may have said PT friends, but it's a game.
okay,
so-
so we have a game for everyone today, but send in your PT friends, people.
Yes, send in your PT friends. So PT friends, if you've never seen it, or you're joining for the first time and didn't know what it was, we give stuff away on this show all the time. And one of the things we give away is account credit to our PT friends. You are all our PT friends. If you send us in just a little
An
smattering
email,
of
a
Letter.
postcard,
Yep.
pictures.
Whatever you want.
Yes.
Yeah, we will highlight you and talk about you in our show and give you some account credit. So send your one of the easiest
It's
ways
free
to
money.
It is free money.
Free money.
We just want to get to know
Send
you.
us your pictures. It's
So
free
send-
money.
Send ptfriends@planttherapy.com is the email you can send stuff to, or you can mail us. Just look on our website, find the mailing address, get free money.
Yes.
But for those of you who would like to win something right at this moment, we have a game. It's called. It's coming. I'm pretty sure. It's called Two Oily Truths and One Lie.
That's adorable.
That is cute. So what we're going to do is there's going to be 3 facts thrown at you.
Okay.
One of them is a lie. 2 of them are true.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Here are the facts. They're going to be right behind
Are
you.
our customers participating?
Yeah,
In
they're
the
supposed to.
comments.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so we're gonna read this. You tell if it's a truth or a lie.
So,
The essential oils found in plants are used by the plant to attract or ward off bugs and animals. Truth or lie? Leave your
Okay.
answer in the comment
oh
section.
no, there's 3. Oh yeah, so there's 3. You've got to find which one of these 3 is a lie.
Oh, okay.
So,
I'm ready.
Okay, the second one is essential oils only became popular once Western countries began using them as an alternative to traditional medicine. And
or
last
lie?
but not least,
The composition of a pure essential oil may not always be the same.
Ooh.
out of those
tricky.
3 things,
Which
one of those are a lie.
one is a lie?
1, 2, or 3.
1, 2, or 3. Which one is the lie?
So one is, let's read it one more time.
One
is what?
is the essential oils found in plants are used by the plant to attract or ward off bugs and animals. Number 2.
Essential oils only became popular once Western countries began using them as an alternative to traditional medicines. And 3,
The composition of a pure essential oil may not always be the same.
dude, I love how we did that. We
I
each
do
took one.
too. We didn't even plan
didn't
that.
practice
No, we
that.
That
didn't.
was-
We don't practice anything.
Just kind of winging it.
Okay,
Okay, so-
I think we have the answer.
Yes, you guys are nailing it
Yes.
for sure.
I'm seeing second one.
It is absolutely number 2 is the lie of all lies. If
what-
that was the case, essential oils wouldn't be very popular.
Yeah.
Because I think Western medicine still has a lot of catching up to do when it comes to natural healing.
Yeah, for sure.
Yes, number 2, liar, liar, April
Hands
says.
on the fire. So we're gonna have Stephanie. I know she's watching today. Stephanie, please pick a winner. Let's do one from each platform today.
Great.
Okay, one from each platform.
Although I was told maybe TikTok comments aren't working. Like
that's very
somebody
possible.
said, so we might not be able to choose any from TikTok if comments. Someone said maybe comments were turned off or something.
Okay.
So,
So if
just all the channels you can comment on.
exactly.
We're not sure
And
what's going
we'll
on.
choose
there.
a winner there. Oh, I forgot to show you the graphic
Rachel,
that
truth,
was-
lie, truth. Final answer. Whoa.
All right, you guys.
look at just
that
how
is our game.
beautiful they
we'll,
are.
We'll
I love that one
announce
too.
those winners as they come in from Stephanie.
Oh, it's working now.
Oh,
Somebody
good.
said. Okay,
Perfect.
great. So yes, Stephanie will choose those winners, and we'll let you know.
Yeah.
So, a couple things that we want to just remind you of. So, we know that there's a lot going on in the world right now, and we want to be super sensitive of that. And plant therapy has a couple of times already this last week has reached out to our customers, had donated to organizations where people are in need of help, and we've reached out to our customer support. We also have the Planting Kindness. We know that it's a lot right now, but we also want to do our part to voice and to help support where we can. So don't feel like, do whatever you can to support these different organizations, really in any way that you can. But just know that we recognize that it's a lot, but we still want to continue to talk about it and share. So just some updates. Planting Kindness, Plant Therapy's Planting Kindness for this month is our worry-free blend. If you purchase any size of our worry-free blend, then Plant Therapy will donate $5 to cancerresearch.org. We chose that organization because, one, it was recommended to us, and two, we did some research, and it's a good organization that has a good score on like Charity Navigator. And a lot of what that looks for is a majority of the funds goes to the actual research versus, like paying for the staff or paying for
Like the maintenance.
like
and the-
ads and things like that, and marketing and stuff like that. So that's why we chose that one. We feel like it's a great organization. So if you are interested in helping support cancer research, you can do that by purchasing any size of worry-free blend, and Plant Therapy will donate $5. You can donate directly to it. You can do service, different things. Just send support to those who are struggling with cancer, who are suffering with cancer. Lots of different options. So that is our Planting Kindness for this month. We also, you will have seen that we also donated and posted about supporting Ukraine. So Plant Therapy made a donation to an organization. I'm trying to remember what one it was now. I don't remember off the top of my head. To help support, I believe it was specifically to help support children in Ukraine and get them the things that they need right now. And we also posted a couple other links that we vetted and we feel like are good organizations to donate to. And then just yesterday or the day before, we posted about flooding in Australia. A lot of our suppliers have been affected from it. A lot of their farms just completely underwater, completely ruined. So Plant Therapy chose to also make a donation to help that. We made the donation. A couple of our suppliers actually recommended we donate directly to the Red Cross in Australia that is specifically helping support people who are in need of help because of this flooding. But we share some pictures that were sent by some of our suppliers in Australia. So it's a lot. We recognize that, but it's important to us that we continue to talk about these things going on in the world, and that we continue to donate and bring attention to different organizations through our Planting Kindness. So Katrina, do you want to add anything to
That
that?
was so beautiful, Retha. I don't think there's anything else to add.
Thank you.
What about me?
Danny, do you want to add anything to that?
No.
Okay.
No, I was going to say that's one of, I don't know if it's on the website or not, but one of the main goals of Plant Therapy is to touch as many lives as possible.
Absolutely, yeah.
And help as many people as possible. So
Yeah. Danny, did we lose Facebook?
I don't know. I'm not seeing any Facebook comments.
We're going to look into that because Facebook disappeared on our screen. But what else? Do you want to just send a reminder about the summer and spring stuff?
About I wanted.
Katrina,
we haven't
do you
talked a
wanna-
ton about these blends, so if you guys have a question,
I think
Yeah.
we're getting a
About
little bit of
these.
Facebook comments.
yeah, they're coming back.
Okay,
I
good.
don't
Yeah.
know what happened there.
So let's go through our spring summer sets, and if you guys have any questions, just throw them out so we can answer them. So this year is a little different. Like we're
Yeah.
actually doing a spring summer set launch that's going to last until
all of spring and
all
summer.
of spring and summer. And I think that's the first time that we've done something
Yeah,
like this.
I
So
think
it's just
so,
super
too.
fun because they are a little bit interchangeable. So we have our garden party set and our summer escape, or the 6 set of beaches and blossoms.
And then you can get these individually as well.
You
right?
can get all
Okay.
6 individually, or you can buy the 2-3 sets or the 6 set. Yeah, either one of the 2-3. The 6 set so far, surprisingly, because this doesn't normally happen, has been by far the #1 seller.
Yeah.
Often most always we see a single oil that does the best, and then the sets start to flow in after that. But by far the 6 set is just doing so much better than everything else. So that makes us really excited, because that means that you're loving all of the blends, and you're not just like picking and choosing your
Super
favorites.
exciting.
You're loving all
And
of
I
them.
mean,
You can't
Right.
go wrong with that beautiful, beautiful packaging.
so cute. These labels are so super cute. So we'll just do really quick right here. So we have Citrus Blossom. This is a brand new blend. This one has orange, Fregonia, balsam fir, amyris, Virginian cedarwood, eucalyptus, Roman chamomile, patchouli. It's very bright still. It has
Like
a lot
bright
of
and a little earthy.
yeah.
Yeah, the Fragonia.
It's so good.
I'm
One of
surprised
the
it's got
things that surprises me is there are 3 blends that kind of sound like they'd be floral, but if you have watched this live, you know how much I do not like florals, and I think all of them are really quite amazing. My least favorite because of the floral is the fresh meadows?
Fresh Meadows.
Yeah, I think it is the Fresh Meadows is my least favorite from the florals, but even that one is super earthy and just like fresh air versus
'Cause
like
Fresh
intense
Meadows
floral.
is, I think, my favorite out of this. I've always loved this blend.
Yeah.
It diffuses so nicely too. It's sweet and it's uplifting, but it's not really overwhelming.
No, and that floral, although I think it's the most floral, it's still not an intense floral
No,
at all.
and
Like,
the
it's
floral that's
lovely.
in here is just like the tiniest bit of jasmine.
Yeah.
And the rest is we've orange, amyris, bergamot, and ginger, which gives a little
Yeah,
spice to it,
yeah.
which is really nice.
Yeah,
too.
I feel like it's much more like fresh air versus floral.
Yeah, definitely.
It's so good.
All right, rainy days. Oh, okay, another one. Another classic spring blend that I love. I mean, super fresh.
So fresh.
Clean.
Yes.
This
Heather-
one I would definitely use in like a cleaning kind of DIY, or if I was freshening up around the house, for sure.
And just that citrus in it. So many of them. You definitely get that orange on top.
Yeah,
so
which just
yummy.
adds that nice like brightness, you know,
Yeah.
that I think we could all use a little
Yeah.
bit right now.
Tiffany Rose, yes, rainy days.
Sunkissed is another one that we are bringing back. This is
This has
the brightest of the bright.
Yeah, and
Very
it's been our
sunny.
customers' favorite since we first launched it, which is why it keeps coming back, because our customers, I think this is the 3rd year with
I think so
Sunkissed,
too.
because our customers love it.
Yeah.
It's super just like just bright,
Yeah.
like that citrus just,
Energizing for sure. And all these label designs too, I always just want to give a shout out. Like, these were hand drawn by our team.
hand drawn
think
by
it's
our
them.
designers.
I love that so
Amazing.
much. It's so unique. They're just so talented.
Yep.
Okay, let's see which ones I haven't. Lime and the coconut.
Lime and the coconut.
This one is super popular here at the office.
No, we can't talk about anything without somebody saying lime and the coconut anymore. Like,
Oh, yeah, it is just a sweet, but like a juicy, like a zesty, but a little bit grounding too.
Yeah.
So it has Persian lime in it and key lime. I think those were both oil of the months that are I think mainstays now. Copaiba, vanilla, and Peru balsam.
I mean, you hear those oils and you just know it's gonna smell good.
yeah, it is delicious. Like, so yummy.
It's so yummy.
And I think last but not least is Coastal Sunset.
I think
That's
maybe
my-
we should have
probably
ourselves
my
a blended
favorite.
lime and the coconut.
Coastal Sunset's really nice too.
Danny, that was your favorite?
I think so this year.
This
Yeah.
one's
And
the
every
most
year-
tropical to me of
Yeah.
all of our blends.
If you like I said it last week. If you like the toy soldiers and the sugar plum and the autumn breeze, the
Yeah,
the
I
ones
can
that
see
smell
that.
like that's kind of how it.
That's a good way to put it, Danny. Like kind of in that same sort of
A
family.
little sweet, a little like
very layered.
earthy. Yeah.
A lot
Yeah.
going on. And it's got a pretty, so it's bergamot, Himalayan cedar, mandarin, vanilla, Peru balsam, amyris, ylang ylang, German chamomile, CO2, lemon. A lot's going on here.
Yeah.
Which is why it's such a unique
Yeah.
blend. Like it has so much depth to it.
Yeah. These are such great ones to even just fragrance your home too. You know, just
So
to
yeah,
make
it's
everything smell so lovely.
good.
Somebody, I saw a comment, I can't remember who said it, but they were asking if, they wish that they could have like a choose your own
Oh.
three set. Really, if you,
Just get all 6.
I was gonna say, it's you'll save some money getting all 6, and there really isn't any blends this year that I don't like.
Me too, actually, which is rare for me because I don't like florals, and there's always floral
My
blends.
personal goal is to give Retha a blend that she's just like, this is amazing, because usually that's not.
It's true. Everyone is always like hesitantly hands me a blend. Like we all
little
love
bit of
it.
lavender
There's
in
not
there.
a
Hold
single person that hates this blend in the office, Aretha. And I'm like, it's mediocre.
That
Which
works.
is the feedback that we want. Though,
I am
right?
hard
Everybody's
on
different.
blends, but
love
but
it.
I really truthfully will say there's not a blend I don't like. There just isn't. Like they are all so unique, so different smelling. There's also not a blend. You think with 6 that there could be a blend that kind of smells like another one. Like they are all completely unique, completely unique. Like they killed it this year. Katrina, your team
Did a good
killed
job.
it this year. Like for sure. I'm very impressed.
Good job, Katrina.
Very, very impressed.
Maggie May was wondering, what's the difference between
Oh,
Roman
yeah.
chamomile and German chamomile? We have some
We have
of
a
that.
few blogs on that too. Gosh, off the top of my head, I'm not a big chamomile fan, so I don't really focus too much on this. I know one, and again, we do have a blog
Are we talking
that,
scent or usage? Because that could be a different question too.
that's true.
Usage, Roman chamomile is a bit softer than German chamomile. Roman chamomile, I believe, is often more used for like relaxation, and German chamomile is more for pain. It's that blue that helps with
Yeah.
the discomfort and stuff. Although they really can be interchanged, like
Yeah.
Roman chamomile can also help with discomfort in German. I think smelling, is German the one that smells more like apple over Roman? I think German has more of that green apple aroma.
And it's got more chamazline, right? It's
Yes,
the green,
yeah, it is it's the
of
bluer
the-
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Roman is sweeter. Oh, okay, so maybe Roman's the apple. German smells much greener, like chamomile bud that grows outside in the summer. It's great for skin. Thank you, Rachel Francis Wink.
Yes.
I wonder if I have some here.
I love, okay, Maggie was saying usage. So,
Look,
yeah.
you guys, you don't even need us. All right.
We're just
We're
eye
just,
candy.
we're
for
just
this.
here.
We're just
We're just eye candy.
eye candy.
Oh, and there's the blog that's posted too. So if you guys want to go
Thank
check that out,
you.
it gives a really good this versus that.
Oh my
I
gosh,
think it's
everyone's
helpful.
correcting me. Roman chamomile is that green apple like scent. Retha, come on.
Come on,
Pull it
Rita,
together. Okay, see, this is why you all don't need us. But maybe you actually do. Maybe what we should do is pull one of these questions and see if our customers can answer it.
That's fun.
That
That's
is
a great
fun,
idea.
right?
Now, these questions are all related to our third video in the Top Essential Oil Question series, which
Yes.
is, I can't remember the topic.
Is
It's some-
it on the thing
it's-
if you go
it's,
back,
um,
Katrina, to the other
basically,
slide?
what is an essential oil on a molecular level? Or how do essential oils work on a molecular level? Maybe.
Okay.
Something like that.
When I did this video, I would have had,
Yeah, a
what's
nice-
it called?
An outline. Like,
I would have read the script, which is a lot easier than come up with the answers on my own.
in
Thank
the-
goodness Katrina's here.
that video really does go into detail about what an hypothalamus is and
Yeah.
what a I'm trying to remember
Those
something.
videos are really just the best.
Yes,
So
they-
where can you find them? Like for everybody to know,
They have
like, where
so
are
much
they?
in-depth information.
So if you go to, I believe you can find it on our website.
Yes.
as
You
well
can,
if you go
but you
to-
can find it on YouTube.
Yes. So
I don't know where, we'd have to look. Do you know where it is on the website, Danny, to find all 15 of them?
Let's pull it up. Do you have the You have that? So if you, but if you go to YouTube, and I believe it's youtube.com/plant
therapy.
there is a playlist of the top 15
Yeah.
essential oil questions.
Learn Essential Oils 101.
If you go to the download,
I
no.
Yeah, I
don't
think
it's there. I'm
Try
in the
Essential
downloads a
Oils
lot.
101. I believe there's a little section
Can
down.
they see what I'm doing?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yep.
good.
Well, some of them can. I'm going to flip these guys around.
Oh.
Well,
Let's
there's our website.
see.
You guys see that okay? There we go.
Oh,
Videos.
here they are. Yep. Okay,
there's
so
the
it's,
education.
it's up here in the navigation. It's Learn, and then Essential Oils 101. You scroll down, and you have all these videos here.
And I believe the education takes you right to the...
Great. Top 15 essential oil questions.
Yes,
It really
these
does.
are fantastic.
There you go. So number 3,
How do essential oils work on a cellular
on a
level?
cellular
There
level.
you go. See, no wonder. It's got a big word like cellular in it. So that's why I don't remember. Cellular.
All right.
Awesome.
Which question should we start off with?
I want to start off with this
Let
one
me
Okay.
get
because
you
I
guys-
kept
Who
hitting
colored
it.
these?
I did.
They're beautiful.
Well, I smeared them a little bit.
Oh, this is a good one that I hope Katrina knows the answer to.
So
Me too.
Okay, here's our question. Wait, I think it was Rachel. Oh, yes, Rachel says, well, you guys inspired me to become a certified aromatherapist, so you still get the credit.
Yay.
So, Rachel, let's see if you know this one. Okay, so how long does it take for essential oils to absorb? This is actually a super tricky question
is.
because so much depends on what oil you're using, the carrier you're using, the application. Like there are so many things that come into play with this. But how long does it take for an essential oil to absorb?
So
Yeah.
let's start with
Yeah, that's
aroma.
That's the question.
like through your nose holes.
Ooh, through your nose hole, it's immediate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Through your nose hole, I don't know why we keep saying that.
It's fun.
The aromatherapy, the aroma part of aromatherapy is instantaneous.
Yes.
Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. That was a big word.
That was a good one.
That was a close one. It is, you smell it, your body has an immediate reaction to what you're smelling. That's why I love to recommend to customers, because a lot of customers are like, what oil can help with relaxation, or what oil can help, I'm really stressed, just to like calm me. And it can be different for everybody. And what I love to do, especially if you have a decent oil collection, go to your oils, close your eyes, smell them, and listen to your body. How does your body react? Because sometimes it could be something that you're not expecting, and your body will tell you. It will have an immediate reaction through aromatherapy. So I love that part
Yeah.
of essential oils. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Watch the video because it explains why
Yeah, like
it's so
something up in
immediate.
your brain.
your I can't even remember all the terms. But
Yeah. But when people go like, I have essential oils, I don't know how to use them, what do I do with them? I mean, you can very basically just take the cap off,
And smell
it,
them,
spend
yeah.
time with it, enjoy it, and get the benefits from it. You really don't need all the things, the accessories, the DIYs, the ingredients. You can enjoy essential oils just by themselves. And
For all emotional support. Yeah, all sleeping, stress, anxiety, worry, energy. Yeah, like all of that stuff. You just need to smell that oil. That's it. When people ask, like, how do I use it? Like, where do I apply it topically? How do I use it? Like, you just need to smell it. So dilute it, apply it wherever you can smell it. Like, you just need to be able to smell it right out of the bottle, like Katrina mentioned. Like, that's all you need for a lot of that. However, if you do have topical concerns,
yeah,
there are things you can do topically. Yeah.
skin issues.
Yeah.
Issues,
Discomfort.
Yeah, and that also plays into the amount of time it takes to absorb if you're doing it topically into the skin. If you're just mixing something with a thin carrier like fractionated coconut oil, it's going to be different than if you were to take our healing balm and mix it in, because now you have just so many more ingredients and layers and things to penetrate the skin.
Yeah.
Although the healing balm can kind of help keep it trapped in longer. So there's just so much variability with that question. That's why it's such a tricky one.
Yeah, because also sometimes if you actually have a topical concern or like a discomfort or something like that, you don't don't want it to absorb as fast, right? So that's why you're going to do it in like an aloe or a healing balm, because that's going to sit a little bit longer on the skin than if you were to do it in some different carrier oils, which are going to absorb into the skin faster. But sometimes, especially for like discomfort, you want it to sit right on that area for longer, because if it absorbs too quick, then you have to reapply sooner. But things like immune support, those you want to be able to absorb, but you can also have that absorption through inhalation as well.
Yeah.
So
Also depends on the oil. If you're doing an oil that's like high in terpenes, like your citruses, it's going to be so much different than if
that's my form of
I love that.
evaporating.
That's a citrus right there. It's going to be so much different than something heavier like myrrh or patchouli.
Yeah.
So it's just such a variable question. It's a tricky one.
Yeah, but it can take, so some people are saying 10 minutes, 2 hours. It really depends. It can take up to hours to fully absorb, and it can be a little bit quicker. I'm not sure if anything is going to fully absorb within 10 minutes. And what's fully absorbed? Like getting into your bloodstream, it's going to take longer.
And then your skin too, like
versus just not being on top of your skin. Like
if you're doing like where there's thicker skin, like the bottom of your feet, that's going to take a lot longer than if you were to do it somewhere thinner, like your wrist.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
And another thing, we were just talking about German chamomile and how it has, I mean, every oil is made of different constituents.
Absolutely.
Different constituents in an oil will absorb
Yep.
at different rates as well.
That goes back to this, Danny.
Yeah.
The
Some
citrus.
of them are going to be bam, bam, bam.
And then other ones are going to be like
Take a while, or maybe
like this. What's the move we should make? This is
this is fast. The other one's
volatile.
like, just slow it down.
Oh.
Slow it down.
Apparently we're going to be a dancing group at the end of this.
That's fun.
That would be great. A great way to end this show today.
Yeah.
Let's do another
April
question.
Maria says that's why muscle aloe gel is so long lasting. Yes, aloe actually helps it stick to the surface a little bit longer, which is great and something that you need. It's also why it's fantastic for like sunburns, because it sits there and it helps protect it. It's not like a super fast absorbing carrier.
Yeah.
You know?
There's a question on here that I want to answer from Rosa. Says, guys, this is a little off topic. That's fine. We love that.
That's why we're here.
But would PT consider doing a belly butter for pregnancy? And I have to say, the healing balm
Use the
for
healing balm.
a pregnant belly is phenomenal. It helps with the itching. It helps with the stretch marks. It's
Dryness.
super soothing.
Yeah.
If you get the unscented kind too, it's just safe and it's gentle. Like that is, I would absolutely recommend that.
Yep.
And it smells like maple syrup to me.
Oh,
I
does
smell it
it?
and I'm like, dude, I
could
want
see
waffles.
that. Yeah.
Give me
I
some
think
waffles.
that's the tamanu in it. That's a little like nutty.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
smells so good.
Okay, next question. Let's do this purple one.
Okay.
Purple's
Ooh,
a good one.
this one behind me too.
I know they're everywhere.
I'm gonna put this
And while
one
you're
down. We
looking
did
up,
that
I'm
one.
just going to make sure there aren't any questions on any of these.
How do essential oils help you relax, stay awake, or revitalize you?
Goodness, we're just answering all the
I know, I
questions in
feel
our
like we
first
just
one.
did
Maybe we should
Yeah.
have stuck with what the question
And
was.
some of them may overlap a bit. And if we've
Yeah.
already answered it, let's move on to the next one. There's plenty of
Yeah,
questions.
I mean, I think we did. It comes down to the oils, the constituents in it, and very importantly, how you react to it.
Yeah, your
know when I was-
olfactory system.
Yeah, when I
That's
was
how it
writing that
helps.
question, I was really thinking about the olfactory system and how a lot of those issues that deal with emotions and
All about the olfactory system.
those are, yeah.
Blunt Debbie says the healing balm smells like a mix of maple syrup and celery.
Oh,
We are getting a
love
lot
that.
of
It does have
maple
a unique
syrupy.
smell.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah,
I
I
do
like it
too.
too. But yeah, I mean, there's lots of reasons why essential oils can help with the olfactory. Like, I mean, sometimes it's just as much as the therapeutic benefits as it is your body having a memory to something. So our bodies are really kind of amazing. So that's why essential oils can work different for other people. But so many times, like if you have, and I think we've used this example, but let's say you grew up with your grandma making apple pies. Every week you went to her house and she was making apple pies. As an adult, if you were to smell that scent of your grandma's apple pie, you would if your memories of your grandma were positive, you would immediately like smile and just like have this really positive experience.
Yeah.
That is aromatherapy happening at its best, right? Like that is why we have such strong reactions. That is why sometimes we have such strong reactions to scent, is because our body memorizes things and then we have reactions because of that. So that's part of aromatherapy, as well as just the more boring scientific stuff. Just kidding. the constituents in the oil and what those have just been proven
Yeah.
with research and time to show that they can help with emotional. But yeah, but sometimes it's just as awesome as like you have a really good memory connected to a scent, and for the rest of your life, if you smell that scent, you're going to feel happy because your actual body has that memory stored in it. It's amazing.
Do you have a smell like that?
Do I have a smell like that? Not off the top of my head that I can think of, but I know there have been times where I'm like, what is that smell? I love it. And it reminds me so much of my childhood and I just can't put my finger on it. That happens a lot.
Yeah.
Well, actually, maybe it's burning ditches now that I think about it, because that's very much a childhood. I grew up on a farm, lived in the middle of nowhere, and still, Katrina knows, I want an oil blend that smells like burning ditches, because it is a smell that when like we're driving in the car and we drive past it, I just like breathe, just like, oh my gosh, it's so relaxing, which is probably why I love Vetiver so much, because it's close.
And
Yeah.
it's funny
It's
because I
close.
had those same kind of memories because I grew up out in the farm area as well, and which you would think that smell wouldn't be relaxing and bring back good memories. But I remember being in the car driving
Yeah.
in the back, and my parents were driving, and
In the back of a truck,
felt
the warm
safe.
summer air hitting
Yeah.
your face, like just, I lived outside as a child. Like there was 8 of us siblings. We lived in the middle of the nowhere. Like we just lived outside, and that smell just like, I love
that's
it.
so funny. Stephanie said, "Yuck! I hated burning ditches." She lived pretty directly right there on the farm, like her grandpa was a big farmer.
Okay, next one. Should we
let's
do
do
this
it.
orange
Let's
one
do
right
it.
behind me?
That's a great one.
What is an aromatic compound?
What is an aromatic compound? It's any compound that has an aroma. I mean,
An essential oil is an aromatic
Yes.
compound.
And it's so interesting because each of the little constituents could be a dozen, it could be 100. They just work together to create that unique smell that is lavender or is
Yeah.
basil or
Yeah.
is whatever. And it's those little components in there synergistically working together to make that smell. But you can pull those out, that would be an isolate,
Yep.
and then smell it individually. Linalool's always the best example we bring up because it's just so familiar to people. It is that smell and
Lavender.
little acetate that make lavender smell like lavender. So it's very strong. Some of them may not be so strong.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chamazoline, I don't know, I think it's chamazoline. All the oils I know that have chamazoline in it have an appley kind of smell. Like blue
A
tansy, I
green.
think.
Tansy.
Yeah, and the one we were just talking about, German chamomile.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. And then 1/8 Cineol, I think people are really familiar with that one. That has that very like medicinal, just
Like sharp.
Yeah.
sharp. Hey, we're making up all kinds of hand stuff. I love it.
So,
But one of the definitions of an essential oil is an aromatic compound that has been distilled from plants. Like that's what it is. It is a chemical constituent, makeup of chemical constituents that has aromatic properties, that has aromas, that smells.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this, I think it was the first truth in the 2 Lies and a Truth today. It talked about how plants use those aromatic compounds.
Yeah.
They use the stuff that makes up essential oil to attract things and to
repel
Repel
things.
things.
So,
It can change throughout the plant's life cycle too, depending
Yeah.
on what that plant is
Oh
trying
yeah,
to
Jesse
accomplish.
talked about that. Like when trees are dying, they produce a different
Yeah, it's
essential oil
super
versus when they're
incredible.
It is truly incredible. Yeah, it is. Okay, what's
let's
next?
grab a blue one.
What can we do to learn more about what makes up our essential oils?
Oh, that's a great question.
That's an interesting question.
Now, and that one, when I wrote that, I was kind of thinking of 2 layers of that. In general, how do you find out that information, and specifically about maybe a bottle that you have?
Yeah. So Plant Therapy does third-party GCMS testing, and the point of a GCMS test is to tell you what is in an oil, tell you what all the chemical compounds that make up that oil. So it's going to tell you the percentage of linalool, it's going to tell you the percentage of 1,8-cineol, it's going to tell you the percentage of thymol, it's going to tell you all the chemical constituents that make up that oil. The cool thing is Katrina, if you go back to the downloads page, if you're like, I don't know what linalool is, so you're looking at a GCMS report and it has all of these words that you maybe have never heard of before. We have other educational information to help break that down. So we actually have a sheet that lists some of the most popular or some of the most well-known or often found in essential oils, those chemical constituents and what they help with. So Katrina is going to go to the constituent chart, and when you pull up a GCMS report, so let's say you bought a lavender from Plant Therapy or a rosemary from Plant Therapy, whatever it might be, and you pull up the GCMS report that is directly related to that batch of oil that you have, and there's a batch number in like light yellow at the bottom of your bottle. If you pull that GCMS report, you're going to see words like menthol, AP9, athugene, like random words, thymol, right, that you might not know what it is. You can pull up this sheet, and this sheet will tell you the therapeutic benefits of that specific constituent. So this is super beneficial for those that don't know GCMS reports at all. Look at the GCMS reports, find the constituents on this, and then you'll say, oh, this has 80% of linalool in it, and you go to linalool, and linalool helps with relaxation, you're going to know that that oil helps with relaxation. So it's really cool. It's really cool to compare those two, both of that information. So does anybody have any questions about that? Because it's cool. And it helps those that don't know anything about constituents or what's good for an oil.
There are some constituents that are just reoccurring, like limonene.
You're going to see over and over and
over again.
Yeah. Yep.
And then some are incredibly obscure as well, and especially for rare essential oils that don't have a lot of substantiated studies behind them, it can be very difficult to determine, what that constituent's purpose actually is.
Yep. But that's how we look, right? We probably have a larger library than what we even have there. I mean, not probably. We definitely have a larger library of constituents. We have the list we have on the constituent chart has some of the most common constituents. But any time that we are, like especially our oil of the months, we're looking at all the education and information we have on constituents, and that's how we're saying what sometimes the oil can help with, right? Is all the research and understanding the individual constituents in that oil, and that helps us know, like, is it relaxing? Is it energizing? Is it, good for worry, whatever it might be. It's based off of those constituents, which is pretty cool.
I was wondering, Katrina, you smell a lot of the oils coming in.
Yes.
Can you tell just by the smell?
Sometimes you can. We do bring in just a large amount of oils to really pick the best. And sometimes when you get an oil, it is not good. And it can be not good for a variety of different reasons. It might be too green, meaning it was harvested too quickly or it didn't dry out well enough. There could be like a spike in a certain constituent, maybe like something sharp, like 1,8-cineol, that's just more pungent than typically, it should be. The scent can be, not all the time, but can be a really good indicator of maybe something being off. And that's why it is so important that we test and we publish and we show you what it is, because there is a wide variety. I mean, these are living, growing plants
coming from
all
a plant.
over the world. There is going to be variability, but it's it's up to us to decide like where our variability in scent is, so that we can provide you with not only something that we know is quality like on paper, but that you smell it and you love it and you know that that is how it should smell.
I think it would be so fun to do we get a bunch of batches from different farmers of lavender, for example. And I think it would be fun to go through and smell each one and try to decide which one we think, because I'm not an aromatherapist, which one would maybe have the most linalool, and then go and compare just from the smell, and then compare the GCMS to it. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of is like what we do.
It's like, it is 100% what they do. Because they get so many in, they smell them first, and then based off of the smell, they decide which ones to test.
It would be kind of fun to sit a bunch of people, like not aromatherapists, maybe people who work here that aren't as experienced, with a bunch of different like lavenders, and have them like pick their favorite and why it's their favorite, and see the difference too.
Yeah, in
because
that
what might be
report.
good to one person and smell the way that lavender should smell may be completely different to somebody else.
Yeah.
I think that would be fascinating.
Yeah,
would be
that would be
I
fun.
like that kind of stuff.
Okay, let's do one more question.
One more question.
How can an essential oil affect your body? And we've answered that one quite a few times.
Yeah.
Just all kinds of ways.
Rewatch. if you don't know the answer to that, I mean, there are so many ways. Emotionally, topical concerns, discomfort.
Are there negative? We haven't really talked about negative ways that it
Okay.
can affect your body.
Okay.
Is there a negative way that an
for
essential?
sure.
It's natural. How could it affect you?
I mean,
negatively?
anything can affect you negatively.
Yeah.
Like, literally anything.
Lavender could give you a headache.
Lavender actually, it is off-putting to quite a lot of people because linalool, its main constituent, is considered a fragrance allergen. And so some people can be kind of
More
allergic
sensitive to it.
more
Mhm.
sensitive. It can cause inflammation in some people, where in others it wouldn't.
See, I love patchouli,
I like patchouli too.
and it gives my son a headache. He does not like the smell
That's
of patchouli.
how I feel about ylang ylang. I really struggle smelling it out of the bottle. Like, it makes my stomach turn. I love it in blends, just the tiniest bit, but full on, like, it just is incredibly off-putting to me.
Yeah, but just like anything else, essential oils, you can be allergic to them, you can be sensitive to them. Like, it's just like anything else we
Yeah.
do, right? Sometimes you can use essential oils your whole life, and all of a sudden you have a reaction to lavender, right? Like, that can be a thing too. Just like all of a sudden some people become allergic to peanuts at the age of 40, right? Like, it is, you just have to think of it as any other natural material, whether that, is food or essential oils from plants. Like, it is natural, it comes from nature, and so there definitely, if you overuse it, you can become sensitive to it. Like, there's there's all sorts of things, and but really, like, that's why plant therapy has recommended uses, safety.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, we recommend you always dilute, or when you're diffusing, we recommend you use
Yeah.
timer settings, like those kind of things, because those are going to help protect you and help make it so you can use essential oils longer and all that kind of stuff.
I think a lot of things with essential oils comes down to just trusting the company that you're getting them from. I mean, oils can oxidize as well. And so if you're buying an oil, you're not sure what's in it, the reports aren't published, you buy like a lemon and perhaps it's oxidized, it might be old, that is going to be much more sensitizing to your skin than a lemon that is not oxidized.
Yeah.
And how are you as a customer really going to be able to determine if the lemon you have like is a safe quality, like good lemon?
Yeah, what you're expecting it to be. I did see someone ask a question about bad batches, and they're like, I hope they don't go to waste, I hope they're still used. Plant therapy doesn't buy batches until it's already been tested, so we just get samples. We smell, I say we very loosely, we smell a wide variety of samples, and then based off of those samples, we do in-house GCMS testing, and then based off of the results of the in-house GCMS testing, then we can buy a batch, and then we do third-party GCMS testing to confirm that the batch we received is what we tested initially, and it always is.
Yeah.
We don't ever...
The process for us actually going ahead and purchasing oil is very intense to avoid that. I mean, that is wasteful
Very.
to bring in a batch that may not be to our standards or may not be quality. It's just, it's wasteful. And
Yeah, so
we
we're
don't do
getting
that.
small samples that we're throwing away, or
Using, or,
I do remember there was a year that we did purchase, we did the testing. This was before we had in-house testing. So we did third-party testing on a product that we were going to introduce, a smell we were going to introduce for Valentine's Day, I think. Can't remember what it was. But
I'm intrigued. I don't know what you're talking about.
so we tested it. It came back good. When we got it, we third-party tested it again. It did not meet our standards.
That's
Remember
another
that? It was,
part of the process as well. I mean, we always check based on our sample
And then once we receive it,
for
yeah.
sure.
Doesn't
And the
happen very
third
often,
party
but
is-
we ended up not using that.
Yeah. And sometimes there have been a small handful of occasions like that. Often the supplier wants the product back if we don't end up moving forward with using it for whatever reason. But gosh, in the 10 years almost that I've worked at Plant Therapy, I can
does
think of
not
maybe
happen very
3
often.
times that has happened. But I think the one time you were talking about, Danny, we did accidentally send some to our customers. We had to do a recall. This was, gosh, 7-8 years ago.
it
A
was a while
long
ago.
time ago, because we moved and we had quarantined that product, and then we moved warehouses, and it got
pulled into
into our regular,
Was it
and we
chocolate?
got, I don't remember
Somebody
what it
said
was.
cocoa up here.
I
Maybe
thought it was
maybe
a chocolate candy or
yeah, I don't
something.
remember what it was, but I
remember.
do remember having to do a recall on that product. And honestly, it was so long ago, I don't even remember what we did with that. But I do know at least one time that we sent it back to the supplier, because once we received the batch, it didn't match what we had originally tested. So they got it back.
And it's important to remember too, again, that batch to batch, bottle to bottle, it may not smell exactly the same every time. There is variability in scent, and that doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just
100%
different.
it doesn't.
You know, I was talking to a friend the other day, and we were talking about mistakes. And I remember him saying something about he hated making mistakes. He was new in this thing he was doing. But mistakes, I said, no, man, you want to make mistakes as quickly as possible, as early as
on.
possible.
Get them over with.
But we're getting to that age. We're starting to get age under us and experience that I'm not seeing as many mistakes. We don't, whenever I love how we deal with our mistakes.
Yeah,
But
and
I
we're
love
super
that-
transparent.
Yeah, I don't know. It just
We're-
makes me excited as we get older and wiser. I'm
Danny's
like,
dancing back
He
there.
is
like
dancing
this, just
back
so you
there.
guys
like an
know.
old wise guy.
Old wise guy.
Oh, gosh, that was fun. Lots
was
of
fun.
great information. Lots of great
questions,
information.
too. Thank you,
If you
everybody.
do have any other questions about quality, about testing, about why an essential oil does what it does, where you can find some information, reach out to CS at planttherapy.com. They are full of information. They can share a ton with you, and we are always happy to help answer your questions.
Pete said he once got something from Plant Therapy. It was a frankincense serrata, and he thought it smelled weird. That is one of the things that Plant Therapy does really well. If you get something
That you
you're
don't
not
like.
100% satisfied, contact customer service.
Yeah, we have a
Hopefully Pete
100%
did.
satisfaction guarantee. Really, it's basically a no questions asked. If you don't like it, we'll take it back.
Yeah.
You
There
get a
can be
refund.
quite a bit of variability with frankincense. There's
Yeah.
several different species too.
Yeah.
It's a very heavy, woody kind of oil, so you know,
Yeah.
it's just important to remember if it does smell exactly the same every single time. I
Then
mean,
it's probably
That's a
been-
standardized
that's
oil.
standardized oil, yeah, they'll mix
Yeah,
batches
Yeah,
together
that's a
and-
standardized oil, which Plant Therapy doesn't do.
Or add maybe the constituent that it's missing.
there's a comment on here that says everyone loves the scent of Atlas cedarwood, but mine smells awful. Don't know why. I don't like Atlas
I
cedarwood.
was like, Atlas cedarwood is one of those ones that people either love it or hate it. There's no in between.
I just smell cat pee.
Yeah, there's no
I
in
do not
between.
like it.
Truly, you love it or you hate it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
eating cilantro.
It's very strong. Exactly. It's very strong opinions. But before we go, we do have one more giveaway for everyone. So you will have until midnight tonight to continue to leave comments. Instagram, you will have to come back on and leave comments once the live is reposted. But you'll have until midnight tonight to leave a comment to be entered into this giveaway. And the giveaway question is,
What questions do you have about essential oils?
let us know.
Yeah.
Yeah, did we miss something today that you would have liked to have talked about?
It allows us to prepare our lives and know what you want to hear about. So let us know if you have any questions about essential oils, especially ones that you want us to cover and answer on the lives. And let's choose 3 winners, and each winner will get $15 account credit to planttherapy.com. So completely free money. Make sure you enter. Tell us what you want to learn about more, what questions you have about essential oils, and we are always happy to answer them, and especially here on the live where we can chit chat back a little bit, because
Yeah.
that's always nice to be able
Ivy
to do.
says, love that about plant therapy that you can call with questions. I asked some silly questions starting out. There's no silly questions. I mean, this is
I still ask silly
This
questions.
is essential oils. It's so big. It's such a big topic. There's so
Yeah.
much information out there. Like, we just want to help you guys understand it so that you feel really confident and really safe in what you're getting and how you're using it. So
Yeah,
please,
great.
silly question away.
So I am going to call out Wei Ling. I want you to send me a PT Friends, Wei, so that we can learn about your family a little bit.
Okay.
He sent in some pictures for Halloween once.
Okay.
But and Arika, I don't know if I know you yet. Pete, you've never sent in a
Let's go,
yeah,
customers.
come on, guys, send in your stuff.
PT
Valerie,
Friends, we love it.
yep,
Yes.
get your PT Friends stuff in, guys.
Awesome. Well, let us know what questions you have. Good luck to everyone, and we'll be choosing 3 winners to win $15 account credit to planttherapy.com. So make sure you leave your comments before midnight tonight. Good luck. Happy Friday. And I won't be back next week.
You won't be.
I won't be back
Just
next
be
week.
me.
She'll be back next week. Have an amazing weekend, and we'll see you later. Bye, everyone.
Bye.